Life Unscripted with Kevin Shook.
Let's make a podcast. I'm Kevin Shook, if you didn't gather that by the info. I have studios here called Global Media Enterprise. We are a creative agency in downtown Richmond, Indiana. If you're on any of my socials, which you probably are if you've seen this video, you will know that I travel a lot and do a lot of various projects, anything that involves caffeine and cameras. We are a digital marketing agency that provides solutions to numerous clients throughout many industries, from website development, videography, photography, virtual tours, podcasting. We can podcast through these studios, live streaming capabilities to YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. So that's my elevator pitch. Check it out if you need anything. We'd be happy to help you. So we collaborate with and work alongside our clients to provide the best digital online presence possible for their business. And it takes a lot of caffeine and cameras. So today I want to kind of talk about self-branding. Why branding is important, why branding is important before marketing. This is a good example. So I have Athletic Greens, which is a supplement that provides vitamins, minerals, phytochemicals for your body, right? Because no American, including me, eats the actual proper diet. I mean, I guess some do, but I obviously don't, which I need to. We all need to. 2024, the year I just don't want to get diabetes. But this supplement is Athletic Greens, and why I bought this product wasn't because of the reviews on how good the product is on Google, how skinny it made people, how better it made people feel, right? It wasn't any of that marketing bullshit. It's their brand. So in 2023, I went to VeeCon, which Gary Vaynerchuk, that's my ride or die when it comes to marketing advice. He offers a lot of great advice on YouTube, so check him out. I'm just a little bit obsessed maybe, but anyways, he has a conference every year called VeeCon. So in 2023, VeeCon was at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And basically, if you've never been to one, it's a lot of breakout sessions throughout the expo, a lot of breakout sessions throughout Lucas Oil of, entrepreneurs, athletes, musicians, entertainers, performers. There's, Young Gravy. That's where I met Young Gravy. And in the same token, Drew Barrymore. So it's pretty wild, and it's really inspiring. But Athletic Greens, I walked in because each session you can just kind of walk in, walk out whenever you want. So I walked in the middle of their session, and it was like their CEO, COO, CFO, CMO, ABCs, I don't know, all the execs. And this guy was talking about how he was in a psych ward for 90 days. And then when he got out of a psych ward, he got arrested and had to do time in prison or jail. And he goes into more detail. So he started talking about how he was diagnosed with PTSD and depression, anxiety. And I was like, oh shit, okay, I better listen. And then he talked about he had maniac episodes with this. And so he had his breakdown, went to the psych ward, but then because of that breakdown he physically abused somebody. And then he had to go do time for that. So, but he literally opened up, made himself very vulnerable to the entire expo hall, including his boss, and his colleagues and everything else. Because, they could have been like, shut up, dude. Like, don't tell people that might make us lose business. Most people would think by sharing your darker days, you might lose business. But, when he looked around the room and said, I went through all of that and I made all of those mistakes and I got the help that I wanted and needed. And here we are, I'm talking to you guys on stage. So he just proved that, no matter how much you fuck up in life and do bad things, make bad decisions, whatnot, that you can still overcome all of those skeletons and stand on top of them and let them be the stage for your future. That's really a really, really cool story I have about brand. So that's why I bought Athletic Greens, right? It had nothing to do with like being healthy, even though I need to be healthy. But I was just like, well, this company hired this guy, right? And they support him, and they support him moving forward. So that's a good company to get behind. And that's what I'm saying. Branding, self-brand. We work with agencies that I wouldn't say forget about branding, but they want and expect us to market when like we need to really work on their branding, work on their why, work on their internal operations. So we have a great business to market, right? So brand. Another prime example is me. 3-4 years ago, I really hit rock bottom, and instead of dealing with all of my labels properly, I drank a lot of alcohol and fucked up. And with that comes ruining relationships and losing business. And I mean, I can go on, but I lost business, right? So, and I lost relationships. Why? Because my self-brand sucked. I wasn't being honest to myself or anybody else. And then halfway through, without fixing it, I'm trying to like market myself, right? So I'm trying to like, I'm a great person, hire me and all this shit. Meanwhile, I'm not really working on what I should be working on internally, my own self-brand. Okay. I still have my demons, and I was sitting right next to them, hanging out with them. I wasn't trying to get rid of them at the time, but I was trying to market myself as somebody else, somebody glorious, give me your business, all that bullshit. But once I sobered up, and like 400 or something days ago, I'd have to look at my app, but once I quit drinking alcohol, it's rough because you're not around people, but then it's also really good because you're not around people. So there's pros and cons to that. But I start getting more and more business and start building healthy relationships with the right people. Okay. And then I see a lot more clarity level is increased. So I learn more about my family and my friends and toxicity. You set boundaries. It basically comes down to self-respect. So January 1st, I said 2023 was a year of authenticity. Okay. I was sober most of that year. I forget exactly when I started. February, April, maybe. But I was sober most of that year. So it was all about being authentic. Okay. And just being my most authentic self, not faking shit. Not faking my bank accounts, not faking my occupations or anything, right? And then moving into 2024, I remember that social media post that 2024 was a year of self-awareness. Okay, so in my mind, that is to reevaluate that authenticity and see what I need to change about myself as a human being. So that's where we're at, self-awareness. I'm very aware that I fell off my diet tremendously and got fat as fuck this year. But I'm aware of it. So I know what I need to do. More Athletic Greens, less donuts. Fortunately, we got a new donut place in town, but it is what it is, okay? So I'm just really self-aware. I'm a great example of brand, of building brand. And I haven't marketed anything. If you increase your quality of services and increase your quality of product, people are going to come to you by word of mouth. Okay, and that's the business I want to run, because I'm really hesitant as a consumer to buy Athletic Greens if all I get in my email is like, buy Athletic Greens, buy Athletic Greens, buy Athletic Greens, which they do have an email campaign. I didn't opt in. I didn't buy Athletic Greens because of the ads, right? It was an experience. We buy experiences, right? We don't buy because of the ads. If we did that, we would get Wish t-shirts and just crazy shit of low quality throughout the world. To wrap this up, brand over bullshit. As you've seen my social media post if you follow me on Facebook. Let's wrap this up with brand before bullshit, and I'll see you next time.
Life Unscripted with Vaynerchuk.